Streaming live every other Wednesday, my dude. This is Chillcast.
Certified hood classic.
Oh no, who let us back into this bitch? Who said it was okay to make Chillcast episode 33 with your host Zach Minyard and co-host D-Dub Ben? Who let the gate open? D-Dub, how are you doing today?
I'm chilling on corn dog. Pretty good. Pretty good corn
Did you get a
dog.
50-cent corn dog from Sonic?
Now we have this like gimmick called stripes over here.
We have stripes.
Well, other Americans probably wouldn't know what stripes are. Stripes is basically one of these like convenience store gimmicks that you can just walk in like fucking get a bag of chips or whatever.
Yeah,
but
it's like a gas station.
it is a gas station, but it's not like Buc-ee's. I don't know. Long story short, I'm D-Dub man. I'm real life, and I'm eating corn dog.
God bless. You know, we had 7-Eleven in my hometown, right? Some fucker
Those do not exist anymore over here.
Yeah, some fucker came and bought all the 7-Elevens like a couple months ago, and now they're called DK, and we don't have 7-Eleven anymore.
The fuck's the DK?
I don't know. It's Donkey Kong with a big bong. I don't fucking know. But that's what they got now. That's what they got. And it's weird. And they used to have Town and Country, but that's Stripes now. I don't know if you remember that.
No.
Nah, we had a store called Town and Country because it was like they were at the borderline of cities between the town and the country. Haha. But they bought them all and they made Stripes. And that's where we are today.
I mean, shit. I mean, is it good?
Yeah, I like Stripes. I think Stripes is fine.
That's good fajitas.
Yo, yeah, Scott Pilgrim used to work at a Stripes. There's a funny story about me and Frankie. One time, I went into a Stripes. I don't know if you remember this, Frankie, but
No, I don't remember it.
I don't know if I remember it vividly because I think I went in to buy condoms, and it was like
Wait, that was his first job ever? Wow,
Yeah.
that's wow.
And that was like the first time I ever tried to buy condoms, and Frankie was working, and I don't remember if I bought them or not. I don't know. Frankie, remind me if I bought them or not, because I don't remember. But I always remember that.
Well, as Frankie's trying to remember, do you have any? Oh, he remembers.
He does Did I buy them? I don't remember if I actually went through with it.
All right, now tell me about your second time buying condoms. Did you get them successfully?
I bought a Mr. Pibb too. You know what? I remember I bought the Mr. Pibb as a buffer, so it wouldn't be so weird.
I mean, so what you do? Put the Pibb on top of the condoms, or like, I don't.
And it was
what was the situation with that?
It was my boy Frankie, and I knew it was cool, but at the same time, I was like, it's weird, and so I was like, well, maybe this will help. The second time I bought condoms, I don't even remember.
Did you even use that one condom? Did you use it that night?
No, I did not use it for a long time, I believe. I believe it was like a month or two before I actually did use it.
Why? So, like, what made you make that purchase?
I don't remember. I guess I was talking to someone and I had a feeling something could have happened. But
so basically, you're like, just in case.
Yeah, kids be safe. Kids be safe out there. You know. You
yeah,
gotta be ready.
bro. Don't fuck with fucking. Don't dry fuck, dude.
Don't dry fuck, dude. Don't raw dog on some hoe you just met.
I mean, you can.
But
it's just
not
frowned
smart.
upon.
It's not smart.
Yeah, take it from your hosts, Dub and Zachy Poo.
Yep.
We know what we're talking about. We fuck Uber pussy
all the time.
and by we I mainly mean Zach. I'm chilling at this I don't need a girl at this moment. I'm chilling, man.
You know what? Chillcast is pro chilling. You know, if you don't
chilling.
You don't need no one in your life but yourself. You know, do you, boo? Do you?
Do you? However, don't be afraid to ask that girl. Hey, what's your number? What are you doing?
But don't be fucking weird. Don't be like one of them nice guy white knights either. You know, just chill.
I feel like that's nothing but Frankie. Please tell me, how does Frankie talk to girls? Please tell me.
How does Frankie talk to girls? I don't know how Frankie talks to girls.
You never seen Frankie talk to a girl?
No. I don't see most of my friends talk to girls. Do you see yours? Like, you go wingmaning or something?
No. I've never seen my friends talk to girls, actually.
Yeah, it's kind of it's kind of funny when my friends are like, "Oh, I'm talking to this girl." Like, they just kind of happens. It just kind of appears. Like, I have no idea.
Exactly.
I have no idea about my friends' dating lives, and all of a sudden they're like, "I went on a date yesterday. I'm inviting this girl."
Oh,
over."
dude, you should ask them. You should be like, "Hey, you fuck Uber pussy?" And they're like, "Nah, bro, I'm fucking gay."
Yo, put in the chat if you fuck Uber pussy, okay? We
Right
got to
now,
know.
everybody,
We got to know.
we need to see all the support. Anybody, everybody, put Uber pussy in chat. However, we respect women.
We respect women. I hope you get
So-
dick out there, ladies. I hope you being safe as well.
Yeah, like I hope you ladies are fucking several penis or vagina.
But you don't need to, queen, because you could be happy on your own. God bless.
Damn, queen, you live
Damn.
like this.
Ah, my God. That
Oh,
makes me
shit.
mad. Do you think we're going to get nostalgic for memes, like when we're old people?
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
shit like that, like, oh man, I haven't heard that meme in a long time, like 60 years. Ha ha ha.
Oh yeah, because everybody wants to remember Ugandan knuckles.
Okay, well, I mean like the better ones. The more fun ones.
Oh, okay.
Do you think the ones that are cringy now are gonna be nostalgic?
I think
like
they're
they're
gonna
gonna
be.
they're gonna like relapse into being fond.
I always know that like the shitty memes of yesteryear always hit 10 times harder because it's ironic.
That is true. But I'm
So like, if you use Ugandan knuckles right now, like you might get a snicker out of somebody because they're like, "Wow, that's not relevant anymore."
yeah, I think it depends on the context as well.
Like I remember, like I busted out laughing when I saw a troll face recently, and I was like, "Wow, like, why? What's the context of using this? I don't." Okay, I mean, shit. I got
feel like-
trolled.
I feel like a lot of the people I follow on social media for like meme pages and shit are all just being really fucking ironic. So all their jokes are to make the worst possible reference they
I
can.
cannot say the same for Facebook, but
Facebook's a different animal. I don't really use it very much. But the
please
meme
tell me that
game's
your mom
different.
has used a meme before, please.
That my mom hasn't used a meme.
Tell me if your mom has used a meme.
My mom's favorite meme is that
The
one of-
Minions?
No. It's the one of Cardi B when she was a kid. You know the one I'm talking about?
Oh my
My
god.
mom will still send me those Cardi B like, my mom said I can't hang out with y'all because y'all bougie, shit like that, you know?
Oh my god, you did the voice.
I know. That's my life. That's the life I'm living right now.
Tell everybody about Chillcast season 4, 3.
So we took a hiatus. I was busy. D-Dub got mad because in the promo I made today, I said we were busy, but mostly me. It was mostly me that was busy. I apologize.
It was all him.
It was mostly me. It was a good amount me. But, shit, what was I saying? But I was like, hey, we've taken a long break and we're coming back. Maybe we can use this as a jumping off point to go into season 4 of Chillcast. Maybe change up the artwork or do something like that. And I think D-Dub just basically told me no, it's fine.
I was alright with the idea, but once you just started not doing it, I was like, fuck it.
What do you mean? No, because the big ideas I wanted were like, I get busy sometimes, and sometimes you get busy.
Oh, that's right. You want to like change the date and like you wanted to do something.
I wanted
and
I wanted to make it not live anymore, or not
That's what it
live
was.
all the time. And for the sacrifice for that is we could get better audio quality on you, so you're not going through Discord and shit like that. And,
but Zach never knew that like the last 2 podcasts we did, like I was recording on phone.
Yeah, and you sound so much better, and the internet's so much better.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm so
I
proud of you.
realized.
And I think that was the big thing. You know, I'm mad at you again. I forgot.
I mean, shit. I mean, look, man. Me not mentioning it at the time was just like, oh, he probably thought nothing of it. But nah, man, that really got to you. It's like, yo, Dub, you sound like shit as of late. What the fuck? And I'm like, oh, no, that was on purpose. Like, yeah,
A funny meme, dude. I ruined the podcast. Haha.
No, my room was like getting constructed on in my current home, which means I didn't have access to my computer. So like, I still wanted to do the podcast. So I thought my phone would be a good alternative with me being like connected to the Wi-Fi on my phone. But little did I know that shit's ass. Like that, like fuck me.
Yeah, that shit sucks. That shit is bad.
I got fucking AT&T too. So like, I mean, I thought I was gonna get premium.
I mean, it's still streaming like live audio back and forth. You know, it takes a lot of shit.
It does take a lot of shit.
You didn't have Wi-Fi? You
Yeah.
didn't have Wi-Fi, Dub?
Yeah.
You're going off the 4G LTE broadband?
Yeah.
Shit, what the fuck, man? We are a professional thing.
No, I'm like collected. I'm collected to my like LAN cable now, so like
That's good.
we'll be fine.
I see. I'm not even.
But
Gonna
let's get into some topics, dude. You got anything you want to talk about? Dude?
Yeah, I want to talk about this bullshit you sent me before we start.
Put it up on screen if
Okay,
it might help. I don't know.
Yeah, this is. It's gonna. Be
For
weird.
context, guys,
Fucking-
I'm not sure if we're still on Spotify or not. I'm not sure if
we
you still
are.
got that account.
We are,
Okay.
but I need to upload to it.
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right. Well, for Spotify, the context is we're talking about that top 10 hip hop MC list that Peter Rosenberg posted, and that made everybody post their like MC list, and they keep putting like J. Cole in top 10 for some reason. It's fucking awful.
Now, who made this list we're looking at? Is this the Trippy Red one?
That's Peter Rosenberg.
This is Peter Rosenberg's.
Trippy Red has J. Cole still in top 10, so like.
J. Cole wasn't in top 10 in this one. He was top 20.
Yeah, he is top 20.
Okay.
But like,
here's the
shit.
list. I got the list on screen. It's kind of small, but it's a long list. I can't even fit the whole damn list on here.
All right, well, can you stretch to like the top 20 at least? Because
Okay,
we probably don't need to look at all 50.
I'll stretch the top 20. That's
But
fine. Here,
if
we
you
got
were to
top
make
30.
if you were to make a top 10, like off the top of your head, who would at least be like 3, like
top
the
three,
first 3?
shit. I don't know, man. I probably put Kendrick like number 3. I wouldn't give him 2 or 1. And then maybe shit, it's hard on the spot.
I know, I hear you.
Maybe ODB somewhere on there, but I'm still reluctant on that.
ODB in top 3?
I don't know. I'm reluctant on that shit. I'm trying to think back to all my.
Where would
favorite
Drake
rappers.
be?
Where would Drake be? He'd be in top 50.
Yeah, Drake would be in top as a rapper,
As a rapper, he'd be.
not just as an artist, like just
Yeah.
rapping ability.
So we're thinking about just rapping ability. If we're going just rapping ability, Kanye would probably be top 50, not even like top 25.
The fact that you would put Kanye in top 50 is actually astounding.
Really?
'Cause
You don't even
he
think
start-
he'd go?
He started off like good as shit, but
Yeah.
now he writes like he doesn't care. So,
No, but I think he's relapsed as of recently. Like the fucking flow on Kids See Ghosts.
do you want to know who hasn't relapsed?
Eminem.
Fucking Chance the Rapper.
Oh my god, we're gonna talk about that. I have things to say about that. That may or may not surprise, honestly.
Well, knowing Chillcast, like we mentioned that guy so many fucking times.
It may or may not surprise. But let's look at this. Let's look at Rosenberg's list real quick. He put Biggie at number 1. Now that's a respectable pick.
It's fine.
Shut the fuck up! God, those are my birds.
They was going ape shit over you saying that Biggie was number 1.
He's a Tupac fan, dude. Yeah. I
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Like Little B should be number 1, shouldn't he?
Lil B is probably number 1. Day Scott all the way. But
In that case, would you put Jigga as number 2?
I'm not a huge fan personally of Jigga, but I can recognize the
Jay-Z,
accomplishments. I can recognize the accomplishments.
He's a good artist, but a good rapper, I wouldn't put him in like top 10.
No, because he's done so much corny shit. Fucking Ola Ovito will always be an example of why I don't like Jay-Z all the time.
Now I'm up in Brooklyn. Like fucking that song like made me like stabilize where Jay-Z is in hip hop. The way that he raps in like ABC order. And
Yeah, but then he makes shit like Story of OJ, where he's like, it's like more spoken word. It's kind of jazzy in a way, and it doesn't necessarily follow a flow, but it makes sense. You know what I mean? It's fucking weird. It's fucking weird.
it's not cohesive.
It's not cohesive, but it works. Like it's still like catchy.
Would you call him overrated?
Yeah, but I don't think everyone overrates him. I think he doesn't get talked about a whole lot, but there's like a small hardcore Jay-Z stan group that will talk.
I want
about
Lil Wayne to be in top 10 just based off of like how he changed hip hop.
He did change hip hop, but he's been falling off lately. Like,
yes, he has been falling off, but like for what he's done, I think that he like signifies like at least a good top 10.
Yeah,
he would be below like Kendrick Lamar though.
Would he though? Because here's the thing that I was listening to. I forgot what I was listening to. It was right after Damn came out, and it was like a snippet from a morning show. I forgot which one it was.
Bitch, I'm in the club with the homies.
Tell me what's good. See, that's what's keeping him in top 5. That's shit right there. No, but they were talking, and the video, it was called "Is Kendrick the GOAT?" and they were talking about this shit. And they're like, would you put Kendrick as a GOAT? And like 5 out of 10 people said yeah. But one guy was like, Kendrick's made like 4 good albums, right? And only 2 of them are like extremely godly good, right? Like,
okay.
We were saying the same shit about Wayne in his heyday, and then Wayne kind of dropped off a little bit.
So, are we expecting a decline in Kendrick Lamar?
I don't know. I'm saying that this next album is going to be very important for him in designing his.
That's a really good.
Career.
That's a really good point.
So I don't.
However,
even know
everybody was saying the same thing about Tyler the Creator, about like before like Igor came out. They're like, this album is important because like this will stabilize if he makes good music from this point on.
Yeah,
and it did not disappoint.
It's probably his best album.
Like everybody, like nobody knew how to feel about it because it was different. Like fuck.
No, I think everyone liked it, and they liked it because it was different. I think Tyler didn't know how to feel about it because he thought everyone was gonna hate it.
He wanted to make Cherry Bomb twice.
Yeah, but this time he had the experience and the direction to make Cherry Bomb.
He actually knew how to do it instead of like just making it noise. He was like, let me make it cohesive noise, and maybe it'll just be all right.
One of the most important things is with Flower Boy, he was like, I'm gonna pander, but in his process to pander, he ended up learning how to make music that sounds good, that sounds pretty, and that is entertaining, and then he took that and made it with his own style that he had on Cherry Bomb. So it had good music and a good idea, and that all pushed together, and that's what made Igor so good and special.
So with that being said, about Tyler the Creator's album Igor, let's talk about another latest album.
Another album that defines a make or break. I'm gonna take this shit off real quick. Hold up. Another album defining make or break. Mr. Chancellor, the rapper Bennett.
Nice segue, yeah.
Damn, we on shit tonight. We're on fucking point. Oh my god. Oh wait, I want to talk about Heeb's boy just put here.
Yeah, like where would we put Earl? He's definitely top 10 for me.
I would put Earl top 10. Earl's never disappointed.
Is he above or below Kendrick though?
He's above Kendrick.
He's above Kendrick. Yeah, like
the man. If we are going off rapping ability, the man is a poet, and he hasn't dropped the ball. Even during his edgy days, he was still a
poet with it.
Like even fucking Drop, which is like a terrible song. It's not. The
nice. Beat really fucks that song up, but like.
And he's saying like the worst like edgelord shit you could ever say.
But it makes sense because of how it's written.
Yeah, it's still not like garbage for being edgelord shit. Like it's honestly a good flow.
Now let's talk about Chance's writing.
Okay, so let me tell you, I think it's important to know where we are on Chance the Rapper. How did you feel about acid rap? Like, what are you thinking about acid rap?
Acid rap will definitely be on my top 20 albums of all time.
That you feel that fondly about acid rap? Like, I love acid rap. I don't know if
acid rap when it first came out was like, wow, I needed this. Like this was like it. Like that type of music coming out at that exact time was like perfect.
Yeah, acid rap was high school. You know, that was the shit. I listened to that shit on repeat all the time, and then everyone was hyped as fuck, and we went into Coloring Book, Chance 3, and And after seeing the reviews for this album, I realized a lot of people actually like Coloring Book. And I thought everyone agreed that Coloring Book was fucking ass because it was really disappointing.
I think we were just so heavy set on our opinions on Coloring Book that we thought that everybody else felt the same.
No, I feel like a lot of people didn't like Coloring Book. I feel like maybe this album made people reminisce. Like,
Yo, boy, did you like fucking Coloring Book?
I'm looking at Coloring
everybody
Book.
Everybody in the chat, did y'all like Coloring Book?
I'm looking at Coloring Books right now, and I see 1, 2, 3, 4. I see 5 good songs.
I only see 2. That's just me.
What 2? What 2?
How Great?
See, I didn't even put that one.
And Problem.
I like Problem. You don't like Summer Friends? You don't like Angels? I like Salvation.
I don't even like How Great. I just like the second half of How Great.
I don't even... See, I think the big thing about Coloring Book is it was really amateurish, but it was trying not to be, and it was mixed terribly. The mix was bad because I remember he played Blessings live on Fallon, right? And it was pretty good. It was impressive, and he had like a whole other part that didn't even make it to the album release.
Yes,
and you listen to the album, and he put that fucking good God, he put that in the back, and it's the most annoying fucking shit you'll ever hear. And he put like this awkward silence of just the Stones rumbling, which during the live performance he had like a guy talking during that, and it was nice and it made sense.
Oh my God.
So he made a bunch of weird audio decisions in mixing, and it made everything sound shitty. Like Juke Jam sounds shitty on the album, but I hear him play it on Tiny Desk Concert, it sounds fine, you know.
That's a good point.
I don't know what the fuck he
Actually everything sounds good on Tiny Desk, to be frank.
Yeah. I mean,
fucking, have you heard Mac Miller's fucking album on fucking Swimming?
It's so beautiful.
No, not Swimming. The one before.
The one before Swimming?
Actually, yeah, I'm thinking about Swimming. Yeah, like fucking Swimming was fucking beautiful on Tiny Desk.
It was amazing.
But shit, I mean, for a Chance to go out of his way, and this is his first album, by the way. Apparently, Coloring Book doesn't count as an album.
No,
I'm not sure when that.
It was.
I'm not sure how that happened. Not sure why that happened.
It's because it never sold. It was free, but it was streamed, and it was on DatPiff. Like,
gotcha. Okay.
Even though it was like
I remember niggas buying that album, but like I guess.
I mean, it's like Drake did with if you.
Oh, don't get me started on Drake doing that shit.
Yeah, that was garbage.
Because he sold it on fucking like iTunes.
He did it twice, D-Dub.
Did he really?
He did it with Future on What a Time to Be Alive.
Oh my God, he did.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Fuck Drake. But back on topic. Goddamn.
Well, yeah, I'm fucking Chance the Rapper.
Mm-hmm.
When he released his first album, was people? What do you think people was expecting? Like spoken word, or like they're like fucking this album, the best day ever.
I expected trash. I expected garbage.
What do you think others were expecting?
I think a lot of people. I think Chance stans were gonna like this album regardless. That's what I expected, and I expected him to get a lot of hate regardless of the quality of the album, just because he's Chance the Rapper.
Oh, okay. I was willing to give him a chance because I thought he was gonna make acid rap again. That was always my fucking wish. He didn't follow through. He doesn't feel that way anymore. And we discussed this before.
Yeah.
He'll never make that album.
No, he's never ever gonna make an acid rap again. And because
like he's not in that state of like thinking anymore. Like he doesn't fucking do hard drugs like that. He's a god-bearing man now.
He loves his wife, D-Dub.
Oh my God.
Loves his fucking wife. But okay, so when this album dropped, I didn't give a fuck. I slept on it for a couple days. And
I had to remind him that the album. I had to tell him.
Yeah, and I went to go do laundry. I went to the laundromat to do laundry, and that's when I go listen to music sometimes. And I was like, you know what? Fine. I'll listen to The Big Day. I ain't got shit to do. I'll listen to it. And I was like, not looking forward to it. I thought it was gonna be the worst thing I ever heard. And maybe that influenced me a little. I was like, it's it's whatever. It's fine, I guess. I mean, there are a couple of songs I'm like, okay, they're cool. Like, there's nothing on here super offensive, or I'm like, what the fuck was that? Like, there's no All Nights on here, you know, there's no Blessing on here.
Is there a song that makes you go, I can't wait to listen to that again?
No.
Exactly my point.
No,
like
this is like the most lukewarm thing I've ever touched. Like, when I first heard it, I was jamming with it a little bit. I was nodding my head a little bit. You know, I was like, okay, cool. And then I forgot about it, and I was like, well, I'm going to listen to it again after everyone got really mad about it, but I just can't muster the energy to listen to it again.
I cannot. Me too. Like, I don't want to listen to mediocrity. Like
I'll listen to it and be like, yeah, it's fine. And then I won't listen to it again. Do I think it's
like,
a 0? No.
If I ever get into a car and like somebody just so happens to be playing a song from that album, I would just generally forget that it's probably from that album or like that song exists. Because like that's the vibes that like that fucking album gives off.
But I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't be like, oh, change this shit. I'd be like, oh, it's whatever. It's fucking. It could be worse. Like I give this album. Worse. When I first heard it, I was like, oh, it's a 7. It's fine. But then I like thought about it.
That is too high.
No, it is
too
high.
God.
It is too high. I was like right off an album. Never rate an album right after listening to it. Never do that. That's what fools do. You listen to
it's
that
a 5
shit.
to me.
You listen to that shit 3 times. It's a 5. If you want to be generous, you can give it a 6. If you really think something's catchy on there.
What did Anthony Fantano give it?
Gave it a 0.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't be that harsh.
He fucking shat on this album hard
no,
as fuck.
Let me tell you an album that he shat on. Jaden Smith's album. He laid waste to the artist that was formerly known as Jaden Smith.
He hates Jaden Smith. Apparently,
yeah, because he didn't pay his dues to get into the rap game. He just had money and just started doing it.
Oh, a lot of people fucking do that. It's called it has a word. What's it called? It's called
industry plant.
It's called an industry plant, and that's what the Strokes were. That's what Vampire Weekend is, and that's what Billie Eilish is, and they're all great.
Nobody wants to admit that Billie Eilish is. I still haven't grown up to like believe that yet.
Well, the thing, people think industry plant is like a dirty word, you know, and he's talked about this before. The thing about in music is that everyone wants to believe everyone came from nothing and worked really hard and got into music, right? And that happens. And it doesn't happen a lot, though, because music is expensive. You gotta get recording, you gotta get instrumentations, you gotta get a band together maybe, you gotta get a producer together, you gotta get a mixer, you gotta promote it, you gotta take it out. It's expensive. So to think that someone can come from nothing and make that and get to this level is ridiculous. So
it was Aiden's birthday last week. Hey, happy birthday, Aiden.
Happy B-Day! But to think that someone could make it from nothing is ridiculous, and to think that just because someone has money and comes into the industry on their own, that they can't still deliver something cool and good, that's also ridiculous.
So, how do you feel about Jaden Smith?
I don't really listen to his music, honestly.
How do you feel about Jaden Smith?
I think he gets a lot of shit, and I don't think he completely deserves it. I think he's done some okay movies. Like, I like Karate Kid.
Well, imagine coming into the game and they're just getting these features because you're Jaden Smith. Yeah, and not paying the dues to do. That's where that comes in. That I don't like. Like, oh man, I get to work with fucking Jaden Smith. Fucking okay. I don't care if the music's bad or good. It's fucking Jaden Smith.
You know what? I think that's how people felt about Childish Gambino when he started.
Really?
Yeah, because he wasn't a rapper. He was an actor, comedian dude, and he's like, I'm gonna come into this shit, and he started just showing up places. You know.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
But Childish Gambino delivered. However, he was way too old to be making the music that he was making.
Yeah. I think he was really pandering at the time. I think he hadn't found a voice yet. Yeah.
But when he was doing Freaks and Geeks at the age of what, like 25 or whatever, I was like, yeah, I mean, shit. I mean, that's music you make when you're 17. Like you can't be doing that shit.
I remember when Anthony Fantano was talking to Brockhampton, and he said, "Do you think I'm too hard on Jaden?" And they said, "Yeah, you're too hard on Jaden. He's just doing his thing, man."
Oh my god! So like, is Brockhampton like just just cool with Jaden Smith to the point is like
they fuck with Jaden. I mean, Jaden.
I know I already know like they're cool with Jaden, but like are they so cool with Jaden they think that he doesn't deserve the shit that he gets?
I don't think he deserves that much of the shit that he gets. I think
what much? He's just Anthony Fantano fucking
I don't think he deserves all the hate Anthony Fantano gets him.
He made an album that was identical to a Travis Scott album.
I haven't listened to it honestly. I heard some features of his, and they're not that.
Have you at least seen the review like from fucking Anthony Fantano?
The newest album?
Yeah,
I saw a little bit of it. I don't remember what score he gave it.
I don't remember either, but I do remember that like every like song he was listening to on the album, it was just like Travis Scott influenced, and he was trying to like go at it in his own way.
Yeah.
So like, is that inspiration, or is that just like, hey, I'm gonna take your shit and claim it as mine?
Or there's a fine line between like homage, inspiration, and then stealing a flow and a style, you know?
Yeah.
I'd have to listen to it myself before I make a judgment call. But I don't know. I think whatever this kid does, he's gonna have a shitty time doing it just because he's behind his father and he's a rich fucking kid. He was in Neo Yokio. It was.
I like Neo Yokio.
I mean, it's not that bad. I shit
no,
on it when it first
don't worry, Zach. You're not the only one who doesn't like Neo Yokio. I had to convince people, hey, this is not bad. You guys are just assholes, and everybody keeps saying, hey, Dub, fuck off, man. I'm like, yeah.
You know what? It's just really lukewarm.
Get the fuck out of my face.
Do you think that The Big Day deserves all the hate it's getting?
I think this will kind of turn a notch for Chance the Rapper. It will try to make him get grittier, even though he's not that gritty state anymore. And it's going to force him to make some trash, even more trash music. So I can't wait for that.
What do you think? Heaps Boy mentioned this. What do you think about Hot Shower?
It wasn't bad.
Yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel about Hot Shower.
It was just forgettable.
Everyone fucking hates Hot Shower. I feel like there's a culture, and it's brought up by reviewers, and it's been talked about before, that when someone says it's bad, it's instantly like, oh yeah, this is bad, and they're not gonna have an original opinion on it.
I know for a fact that like kids are thinking like this.
Yeah.
Like kids are very like heavily influenced by like, oh, this content creators, this is my opinion.
Yeah,
like,
I did that as a kid. Like I watch a fucking nostalgia critic video. I was like, oh yeah, this movie's shit, and then I go watch it. I was like, no, it's not. It's not bad at all. This guy's stupid. And because I swear to God, I was like, I hadn't heard the album for a while. I think I slept on it like a couple days, like 4 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
And no one said anything. I heard no one say anything about this album. Not a word. And I was kind of waiting for people to say something to maybe inspire me to go listen to it. And I was like, no one said anything about this shit. I guess I'm going to go listen to it. And
wait a minute, was this before the "Ooh, I Love My Wife" fucking meme?
Yes.
Or was this...
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't see "Ooh, I Love My Wife" until the Fantano review came out.
Okay.
I saw it the day after it came out. But, so I listened to it, and I'm like, you know, it wasn't terrible. And I told my friend Ben, I was like, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not amazing. It's not that bad. And no one else had talked about it. And then Fantano comes out. He puts his 0 out. Next day, everyone shits on this album. Everyone's like, worst thing.
Well, that brings up another point. Is Fantano the god of like music critiquing?
I think to a very select and powerful group, he is the god of music critiquing. I feel like a lot of
I know a lot of people who like slur their own opinions after like Fantano's. People look directly at the review to see how they like feel about an album.
I mean, yeah, people make memes about that, like nice music. Where'd you get that from, Anthony Fantano? You know, shit like that. But I mean, when I really early started listening to music, like hardcore, you know, I did that a little bit. But I as I've like grown and know where to, I know, but now I've grown and I know where to look for music, where to find good music.
Okay, now pause.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had this moment of like you listen to an album before you watch the Anthony Fantano album that you really like. Like this was me with Wolf, by Tyler the Creator. Anthony Fantana was like, nah, fuck that album, and I was like, nah, fuck you. Because I personally think that Wolf is like Tyler's best album for me.
I like Wolf a lot more than Anthony
Wolf.
Fantana.
Wolf did like way more for me. Like it at the time it came out, like the construction of the album, it had a story. Like
yeah,
it's by far one of my.
I think
it is my.
It was very
Tyler
amateur,
album.
but what it did accomplish, I think it did well.
Yeah.
Except Tree Home. Fuck Tree Home.
Fuck you. But Heebs Boy brings up this point on the Big Day has officially put Chance the Rapper in the same category as Hobson, Russ, and Logic.
I'm gonna put a big no on that. I'm
gonna put the no on it because Logic is worse than what Chance has done. Logic has went to this downward spiral in quality of albums where he's just trying to he's trying to get a fan base that will not appear.
I think that people still have faith in Chance the Rapper. I feel like
I think people have lost faith for Logic. That's why
I've lost faith for Logic. I feel like there was faith for Logic after Bobby Tarantino and after the other shit, but at this point people have lost faith in Logic. And I understand that.
Under Pressure was one of my favorite albums from him, and then he started making some old bullshit.
Under Pressure was cool. Was the best story, whatever the fuck it was called. That was fine. It's whatever. Had some really good songs, and then it just kind of started falling off a little bit. Russ is not relevant. Thank you, Frankie.
I don't think people remember what song he used to do.
He What They Want.
What?
He did What They Want. Remember?
Huh?
That was Russ, right?
Huh?
The one was like, what they want, what they want, what they want.
Was it a good song?
I thought it was okay. It was one of those, it came out around the time that, Chill Bill came out, you know? It was one of those songs.
Everybody remembers Chill Bill.
Chill Bill's good. I still love
Chill Bill is good. I enjoyed that a lot.
What happened to those boys?
What happened to Trinidad James? Bring back Trinidad James.
Yo, goddamn.
Bring him back. So I'm heading off from music. Mm-hmm. I guess our lasting point on music is Chance. He has one more go. He fucked up. He
fucked up this one. If he can bring it back, good on him. If he can't, sayonara.
Oh, I love my wife. I love my wife. Let's go ride a bike.
That was a really good impression of the whole album. I think that really summarized the whole album.
It was
because it was weird corny.
That guy got blocked.
It did?
He got blocked by fucking Chance.
Good. Apparently Chance hasn't been handling the backlash very well.
That's not good. I would make memes out of that shit, but all right. I mean, shit.
I think he put a lot of effort. I think the whole road to this album was a fucking mess. People were fucking with him all the way.
Do you know what else is a fucking mess?
What?
Ego Raptor 2 weeks ago.
Good stuff. Was it 2 weeks ago? I guess.
It had to be, or at least
a week or so. I mean, Virgin Josephine put the video up this week. It couldn't have been that long.
But do you want to explain this to the Chillcast?
Yeah. So there's a dude, a really great animator called Serpelo, and he's a Mexican animator, big hair, and he made a video, animated video. What was it called? It was about Storytime Animators.
Storytime Animators.
And it was kind of poking fun at Storytime Animators. You know, they all kind of say the same shit. They talk about school stories, anxiety. They got simplified animation and shit. And it was poking fun at that. And it kind of had this idea about
It was a parody. It was a parody. It was
like a critique parody. A bunch of light jokes. A lot of dumb jokes that didn't even really relate to shitting on anyone in particular.
Exactly.
And at the end, he was like, thanks for watching. You know, I don't like Storytime Animators. I like a couple of them, and those people actually did come and voice in this video. But they're not my thing. But if you like them, that's you. And I'm not going to tell you what to like or whatever, and it's all good. So fucking Aaron Hansen, who used to
2 days later,
the artist formerly known as Ego Raptor.
Aaron Hansen, Ego Raptor, finally looks at the video 2 days later, and he's like, what the fuck is this?
He
You're
fucking-
being mean.
He said something, and it became a copy pasta for a couple days because it was really funny. And it was basically like, yo, you're fucking bullying Storytime animators, and you're just making people feel bad. When I made cartoons 50 years ago, and people made fun of me, it didn't make me a better artist. It just made me sad. And everyone fucking dogpiled Aaron Hansen hard as shit, because...
Even his homies, like, that was the
Yo.
best part. They were
Yo.
like, what the fuck are you on about?
Fucking Oni went in on him hard as fuck, and they still, like, hang out daily. They're, like, in the same
That is
office.
hilarious. They're in the
Yeah.
same studio. Like,
Yeah, I like Oni, because Oni will tell you straight up that you are wrong, even if you're good friends. And he will do it
that was
publicly.
beautiful.
And it will be embarrassing. And everyone went in on Aaron. A lot of animators went in on him. And it was just
Apparently,
fucking-
the Odd Ones Out didn't like the video either.
yeah, I heard about that, but I don't give a shit about the Odd Ones.
I mean, like, everybody was more focused on Aaron, the guy who's like the king of making fun of things.
Yeah, the big thing was that Aaron was like,
Hypocrite.
he's like, he really regrets his Newgrounds days, and I think what it boils down to is Aaron is a corporate shill now.
That was like our main point in like going into this topic. Like, if you're in
we've said this a
YouTube,
lot.
so if you like, yeah, we talked about this like a couple of times.
Yeah.
When shit hits the fan, are you still a fan? Is basically like the analysis of like when we always talk about this.
Yeah,
You're forgetting who you are when
Yeah.
you fucking go further down the rabbit hole of fame. Fucking, it happened to Etika. Like, fuck. Like, shit. You can't forget what got you there.
yeah.
Like, shit.
Never leave your A1s in the gutter, you know?
Never leave your A1s in the gutter. Aaron Hansen is making big money.
Yeah.
He never looked back after that.
No.
He's playing video games. He's like, I'm assuming he's having fun doing it, and he's getting
I
big
don't
money.
even
He
know
has
if
none
he's
to
having fun doing it, but whatever.
he has nothing to worry about, no bills or anything to worry about. However, if like Game Grumps just dies randomly, like he'll definitely have nothing else to turn
No,
back
he'll
to.
be fucking gone. And here's the thing about Aaron is, he was Ego Raptor, and he was an edgy, funny dude, right?
He dropped
He
out
was
of
cool.
school.
Yeah. And then he started Game Grumps and shit. And when he did it with John, I was like super fucking into it. I'd watch
Me
that
too.
shit every fucking day. And
It was the best.
it was awesome.
Best era.
Yeah.
Best era.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. So many people now watching Game Grumps don't even know about the JonTron era.
So many people don't even like the JonTron era. They're like, wow, he's racist.
You
like,
say
what the
seven
fuck?
asses, and they don't know what you're talking about. It's fucking sad. It makes me feel old.
My biggest pain with Game Grumps is eventually they're gonna delete the JonTron episodes, and when that happens, I mean, shit,
It's gonna be sad.
it's gonna be a sad day
We're
because
gonna-
like
no more Goof Troop, no more
No
Sonic
more
06.
all the unfinished series that we have.
Oh my god, they never finished Sonic 06. But after, like, even when Dan came on and they started Steam Train and all that bullshit, I was like, okay, I'll stick around. And you could notice a sudden shift as they started adding more shows and more episodes a day, and it started to become like a company. And then they bring in a bunch of editors. You know, it used to just be John, Aaron, and Barry. And Barry would edit. That's what it was. And then they
Now it's
bring
corporate.
yeah, and now they bring in like 3 editors. They bring Matt and Ryan in, and Matt and Ryan branch off to Super Mega, which I like Super Mega because it doesn't feel corporate. Like, it feels like old Game Grumps.
That's why people like Oni Plays.
Yeah, I love Oni Plays because Oni Plays is just Oni dicking around with some friends. There's like no structure to it. It's just
There is no structure to Oni Plays at all.
and that's why people like Super Mega because it's just a couple of dudes just fucking around, and it doesn't feel like Ego Raptor. Like his Game Grumps makes like video games. It made like Dream Daddy Simulator, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yes.
And,
Yeah.
And everyone got mad at that because they thought it was really pandery at the same time. I know Ding Dong famously got really mad at them.
Ding Dong gets mad at a lot of shit.
Yeah, Ding Dong's a really cynical person, but that's beside the point. But it's just hard to like Aaron now because Aaron is just... He's like, oh, I'm not that Aaron Hansen anymore. That Aaron Hansen was toxic and terrible. I'm nice, clean-cut corporate Aaron Hansen. Please subscribe to Game Grumps and watch our ad reads please.
Being famous doesn't stop you from doing shitty things.
No. And then like Dan, like I like Dan. I think Dan is genuinely a nice.
I think
person.
Dan has done no wrong throughout all of this. He's just trying to hold weight.
Yeah.
Over Aaron, and like you could just do nothing but respect that at this point. You're like, all right, well he's just there, while Aaron is just like the guy who's probably gonna get them in trouble. I never see like Danny Sex. I don't think I'll ever see like a Danny Sexbane like getting in trouble.
Like you could say that Danny Sexbane is like a clean kind of guy in like a sense that he doesn't really say anything provocative or anything, but I think that's just him. I really feel like Aaron's putting on like a facade for Game Grumps because he's a really
definitely.
I mean, you could tell he's really fucking angry. And he said in one of the Pello tweets, he was like, I used to be like this real salt and vinegar kind of kid in my Newgrounds days. You know, I was fucking mad all the time. And I was like, no,
even that,
still,
like in the early like Game Grumps days, he was like so loose with fucking like JonTron.
Yeah.
And now he's like, he's a sweetheart now. Like he doesn't.
It feels really rehearsed. Everything he says feels like he's reading it off a page of like
like he's like, well I can't say nigger anymore. Like shit. I mean,
he famously did say it.
He and JonTron said it at one point. It was like in the same episode.
He said terrible shit. Like the time Susie was on one of his streams and he was like, remember that time that you were with a black guy and you couldn't wait for the guy to leave so you could just say the N-word a bunch? I was like, oh yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, and he said like he was like, yeah, I had to get it out of my system, like the hard fucking ER. I was like, oh yeah, you know that normal thing. He's like, oh man, there's a black guy here. I wish I could just call him the N-word.
Oh my god.
And then and that tweet fucking Susie made like a couple years ago where she was like, some black kids were really mean to me. I guess it's just the culture.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was fucking. They're. I don't understand how they get on this moral high horse about hate. And
do you think that everything? Do you think that anybody will be as like a shitstorm as fucking Pro Jared?
Pro
Jared has not been seen since the fucking backlash.
To be honest, who the fuck was watching Pro Jared?
What the fuck is he gonna do? What is he doing now? Somebody go check on Pro Jared.
I mean, that guy was on like Nickelodeon shows and shit. You know, he was hanging with Reggie a couple times.
Yes, he was.
And his wife his ex-wife is still like having breakdowns on Twitter to this day. That someone needs to take Twitter away from
Nobody has heard from Pro Jared at all.
Someone needs to take Heidi's Twitter away because she just keeps talking like words.
That
does
not help either. It does not help.
It's not helpful. Like, it's probably nice to vent. Go vent to a personal person. Don't put your dirty laundry out on Twitter. That's why YouTubers need PR. That's why YouTubers.
Most YouTubers need PR. Yeah.
Yeah.
However, I don't know. I'm waiting for you to blow up so it can be like, what? I never talked about dick tucking with anybody. Like,
totally, here's the thing: is I'm not an idiot, and every time I talk, I know there's consequences to anything I say, especially on the internet. So I'll own up to shit that I've said. If I have to apologize for it, I will. You know.
Have I ever forced you into saying the like N-word with the hard ER on here?
I bet you have. I think I said it on here.
I don't know. I feel like it's at least happened twice.
I think it's happened twice.
We would never know what episode it was.
I know it's happened once. Someone go in and find the episode where I said the hard N-word. Here's the thing: is like I know I can say it because it's like a joke, and it's fine. It's with you. And it makes me very
less of a shit.
It makes me very uncomfortable. And like when we're in private, but before Chillcast starts, I might say it once or twice.
I gotta get out of. I gotta get it out of my system.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's just cancel culture.
The more you talk about it, you're not helping your case.
I know.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, people are weird and people are dumb, and regardless of what you do.
I just know I say it because I know it makes you uncomfortable. And like I can feel the cringe when I say it.
You can say it, and no one's gonna get mad. You say it all the time, all the time. I think Josephine says it too.
Hey, everybody say the N-word in the chat. Go ahead, type it.
Yeah, everyone type that in the chat. Everyone say the most horrid things you could possibly say right now. You know what? I remember why I don't like saying it. It's because I don't like my channel getting banned.
Why would that happen?
I don't know, cause
you're 100 plus subscribers. You would think, oh, you almost got 200.
No. I had a good 30 plus subscribers come in this month. Hello to any new people watching this shit. Welcome to the Zach Minyard channel. Here's the thing about my recent subscriber buff is I got the pyro video, you know, and I understand now how to make a video be popular.
Let's talk about mornings with Minyard.
We'll get to that.
No, like we only got 10 minutes.
I know. But with that fucking pyro video, I was like, I know how to pander this shit. This shit's fresh on everyone's mind. People are gonna be looking up what happened. People are gonna be looking up the Whitewood song. So I tagged that shit.
You've done it twice.
I've done it. Yeah, I did it with Fantano, and that made me understand how to do it again. So I did it again, and it got pretty popular. And I was like, well, now I got this popularity, and people want to see Pyro talk about this. So I made clickbait Pyro responded video. And I think that was the best thing I could do, because that is like the YouTube content I make, which is just satire, tricking people content that makes me laugh at the end of the day. And so people that subscribed from that video know what they're getting into. And that's the kind of, and then I made the Chance the Rapper review after that. Before I listened to the album. And I predicted that Anthony Fantano was going to give it a 0.
It's money.
Yeah. So that was the good shit coming out. As for Mornings with Minyard, like I said, I had family over like all week last week.
Bring it back, baby.
I will bring it back.
Yeah.
I have ideas. I got shit I can talk about.
Yeah.
So next couple of days are probably as good.
Yeah, like eat an ice cream bar throughout the entire episode. Like fucking do something.
No, I'm on a diet, man. I'll eat lettuce or something.
Whoa, you're on a diet, dude? Congratulations.
I lost 12 pounds this week.
12 pounds? Dude, you must got a fat cock now.
Yeah, dude. My cock's fucking huge.
Fuck
Nice and
me.
veiny.
What? Oh shit. Have you watched Evo?
Yeah, I've been all up in Evo. I got back on my Tekken shit recently.
Have you saw who won Tekken's Evo?
Yeah, Ash. Arsene Ash.
Do you know who he played with?
He played with Kazumi. I watched it live. I saw it live.
Did you see the guy playing Harada?
Playing Harada?
Yeah, like the
Oh,
creator
the
of
King
the
player.
game Tekken. Yeah.
Yeah, so King's gonna get nerfed in season 3.
Okay, all right. I was about to like explain the joke to you.
No, I know this joke. I follow.
Anybody who beats Harada, you're not supposed to beat Harada, by the way.
No.
Anybody who beats Harada, their character
Gets
like
nerfed.
always happens. Their character on the next updated Tekken always gets nerfed.
Do you
Like
think?
the big.
Do you think he does it on purpose, or it's just kind of like happens? Like it's just coincidence.
This has always happened.
I know.
This is always a thing that just occurs. Like they just get big nerfs on shit that they did throughout that match, and like it's awful. Like goddamn.
It was interesting. It's interesting to see Harada play because he made the game, and so he doesn't do a lot of fancy shit. He does shit that works when he fights. Like when
Exactly.
they're like, oh shit, you can do that, or they'll be like, oh, I didn't think that connected. It's like, well, he knows it fucking connects, and he knows the frame data.
Yeah, like that nigga knows the frame data. Oh, dude, you have been playing Tekken as late. I might have to play you.
Yeah, dude, you're pretty good.
I've been seeing you online on Tekken like as of late, but like I didn't know if you were like playing with friends or not. So
I usually play with Sly. I've been trying to get Sly into Tekken. He's a big Smash Bros head, so I'm trying to get him into Tekken.
Oh, dude, you want to play Tekken tonight?
I'll
man?
play Tekken, dude. I feel like I always kind of play Tekken, you know, like every once in a while, but I never was really good at it, like to a really.
But you consider yourself good at it now.
Yeah, I feel like in this past week something really clicked in my head, and I feel.
Well,
like
I'm afraid to tell you, you're gonna lose your fucking shit when I start beating your ass. You're gonna be like, Dub, how do I get good?
Who are you playing now? You used to play Paul.
I still play Paul, but if I want to win and I keep losing, I play as fucking Lily, and she has the most fucked moves in the fucking game.
Yeah.
Like she has moves that will like deplete your entire fucking health bar. It's awful.
Yeah, Lily is a real fucking troll, beginner character. But
always remember, like if you're playing online, somebody picks Lily, you will lose. Like that's
no,
just...
I beat a Lily a couple times.
I'm proud of you, dude.
I picked up because I played Lee, and I like Lee, and I picked up some
Oh,
DLC.
dude, that's that fat cock energy.
I'm not the best at Lee because he has too many frame perfects and complex button presses, like his fucking weird like frame kick that he does. Can't even pull that shit off consistently.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah, but I like the DLCs. I played Negan a little bit. Thought he was really
Oh, so you
fun.
finally got the DLC? Now we're talking.
I got some. So I've had Noctis, you know that, and I like Noctis still. But I got Negan, I got Julia, and I got
Noctis is fucking broken.
Eliza. But I've been picking up Asuka, and I'm pretty good at Asuka.
Ah.
I was working today a fucking like 10-hit combo on Asuka that does 98 damage.
10-hit combo? What the fuck are you doing?
I'm doing some crazy shit.
Damn.
I know.
How was work today?
I didn't work today. That's why we're doing Chillcast. I work at night.
Oh, shit. You ever work Wednesdays?
No, I'm off every Tuesday, Wednesday. That's why Chillcast is on Wednesday, because I work at night.
You know what that means?
What?
Explain what happened last Wednesday.
No, I don't want to.
I'll do it if you don't.
I had a doctor's thing. Fuck you. Why are you gonna make me
Dude,
talk
fucking,
about this?
you're not done explaining.
Why are you making me
You're
talk
not done
about
explaining.
Listen, I've had problems with my gut in like the past 6 months, you know, just like a pain that just doesn't go away, and because of my family's history with cancer, they made me get a colonoscopy. So I had to get a colonoscopy last Wednesday.
All right, now to our impressionable viewers, how would you explain what's the process in that?
I'm glad you asked, D-Dub. So, a colonoscopy is they put you to sleep and they put a camera in your bum, and they look for cancer. And they didn't find anything, which was expected, but they wanted to be sure. And then they're like, we didn't find anything, see you when you're 40. And that's what happened.
Did it feel good?
No, I was asleep.
Did it lube it up?
I don't know. I hope they do. I don't know what they do. They gave me pictures.
Did you have to pregame before
no. Oh, you have to.
You have to wipe your ass or
no,
what?
You can't eat the day before. Here's what you do: the day before, 24 hours, the day when you wake up before the procedure, you stop eating solid food. You can have water. You can have broth. You can have Jello as long as it's not colored red or purple. You can have most beverages, except for dietary shit and things like that. And you can't eat nuts, corn, granola a week before for obvious reasons. But then they give you this nasty, god-awful liquid medicine that you have to drink. And what that does is it makes you shit your guts out. So they clean you from the inside. So they're fucking ready for you.
So was your toilet prepared for that responsibility?
Yeah, I prepared for it. But the shit they gave you was honestly the worst tasting thing ever. It was really hard to drink.
Is it better than that medicine that comes in that bottle that tastes bitter and red? And I don't know what the fuck.
No, I would rather drink 3 bottles of that bitter red shit than what they gave me. What they gave me.
What was it? How did it taste? Explain.
It tasted really salty, but it tasted fruity, and it really shouldn't have tasted fruity. And then
so the fruit really ruined.
It was a salty, vinegary, fake strawberry, other bullshit taste, and then it smelled like oranges and cat piss.
What a combination! Hell yeah!
Yeah, I mean the point of it is to make you really fucking sick, you know. So it's understandable. In the instructions, they're if you throw up drinking this, because it's gross, just take 5-minute break and start drinking it again. And you have to drink it within a certain time. You gotta drink it within 30 minutes, which sounds like a lot of time, but it's just dreadful. You know that scene in Harry Potter, one of the later ones where Dumbledore has to drink all that shit and he really doesn't want to, and Harry has to make him.
You think me as a black man watch Harry Potter? You fat piece of shit.
Fuck you, D-Dub. Fuck.
All right, guys. This has been Chillcast.
You know, I fucking hate you. I hate
the next
way
episode of Review Life is gonna be Lilo and Stitch, the series crossover, and you'll love it. You'll love it, dude.
I hope I'm there to talk about my favorite experiment.
You know.
Wow.
You know.
And be looking out for more Mornings with Minyard, and hopefully a What You Heard coming down the rocks.
Ooh.
sometime. I know I say that every episode, so I'm not gonna promise
Coming down the
anything
rock.
anymore.
Coming down the rocks this
Coming down the rocks. Coming down the rocks. I'm